Why? Oh no! Why me? Why does this stuff keep happening to me? No! No! Oh, shit! Get out of here! Hello, Oasis, and welcome back. What's going on? I'm naked, folks! 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Wyvern milk was a bad choice of refreshment. Hey guys, and welcome back for our next video. So here we are out in the desert, guys. I kind of want to give a little love here for our Scorched Earth map. You know, nowadays Scorched Earth doesn't get quite the love that it once had. With all the new maps out there, Scorched Earth is kind of just left behind. But to be honest, folks, Scorched Earth is pretty neat. When it first came out, this really started the modern era of ARK. When this map came out, they added all the different terrains and weather effects. You had to get the jerboa to survive out here. It really started it all. And everyone thought, you know, this is the hardest map ever. And then they came out with Aberration, Extinction. Now we're on Genesis doing Bog Down, Beat Down. We look back at this and we're like, this was hard? But you know what? Scorched Earth was a pretty cool map. I like to give it a lot of kudos. So for the next couple videos, our theme is going to be the desert. Alright guys, moving right into it. Our item spotlight for today is going to be Callian Soup. Alright, so Callian Soup is a consumable that came out with the release of Scorched Earth. Callian Soup was designed to help people survive better in the desert. So when you consume this, it creates an effect, and what this does is over 15 minutes you gain 50 increased hypothermal insulation, and it slows your rate of water consumption by 25%. Now, the reason this is important, here in the desert, the heat is very high. There's a whole new set of armor designed to help you survive out here, but even still, during heat waves or in certain parts of the map, that's still not enough. So this particular consumable can make living in very arid, very hot areas much better for you. Your quality of life will go up a lot. There's also some hot caves as well, like the lava golem, where this can be useful. You can consume this instead of having to worry about your having the right armor. So let's pull up here, guys, what it costs to make this. Now you're going to see here on screen, not the most expensive item by any means. 5 citronal, 20 tinto berries, amare berries, mijo berries, and stimulants. So relatively easy thing to make once you have a garden going. So, you know, this is a really useful consumable. Moving on into our Dino Spotlight, guys. So a Scorched Earth original is going to be our vulture little buddy here. So first thing I want to talk to you about, something a little more cosmetic with Halloween coming up. If you're looking for something a little bit darker to accessorize your character, I think the vulture is actually a really nice little dark theme for that. Now, kind of moving into more of on the field, let's talk about how this guy can be used. So in Scorched Earth, something that was added to this map, it's a unique kind of feature here, is that everything spoils twice as fast. Now, this makes things rather challenging for taming. First off, prime meat is scarce on this map. It is hard to come by, and when you're starting to go for things like Rexes, Daedons, and such, you're going to find that to tame it with anything less than that, it's not doable. It's really a pain in the butt. Everything will spoil in its inventory before it's tamed out. So they introduced the vulture for that particular reason. This is the only creature in the game, guys, that instead of doubling the spoil time of food in it, it quadruples it. So that effectively got rid of the debuff on this map. Now, the reason that is interesting is when you take this guy off this map, every other map does not suffer from the half spoil thing. So this guy essentially quadruples the spoil timer on your food items. So if we use this guy out in the field on other maps, he's very, very effective for keeping your prime, your mutton, viable for much longer. So let me show you how this guy operates. Now, first off, once tamed, the vulture is kind of a self-defense dino, guys. He cannot be whistled to attack. If you whistle aggressive, he's not going to go after targets. The only way he will attack is if he's on aggressive and you get attacked by a creature. That is the only way he will fight back. So let me show you how this guy harvests meat. You cannot just simply take meat and force it into its inventory. It will not allow you to do this. The vulture has to harvest it itself. So let's just spawn in here a ovis just to show you how this kind of works. So I'm going to kill this ovis. Now, because the ovis is not fighting back, my vulture is not going to attack. But what it will do, you seeing the munching animation? So my vulture is eating this ovis. And what it gathers is going directly into the vulture's inventory. So once it had its fill, okay, let's take a look here. All right, so let's see in the inventory. So when we look over here, we can see that it harvests quite a bit of mutton, which is pretty typical. But the spoil time on this is significantly larger than it would be in my inventory. So essentially 2 hours in the vultures. And that is quite a bit. If I were to put that in my inventory, it would be significantly less, making it much more difficult to go out there to tame something. So these guys are really effective for that. So let's move on to something else we could do with this guy. Now, something a lot of people don't think about is the vultures are much stronger than a lot of people give them credit for. Now, while they are self-defensive, a really effective means of using these guys is spelunking, going into the caves. So here we are in one of the caves on Scorched Earth, and I'm just going to have these guys follow me here. Now, you must have them on attack target or on aggressive for this to work. Neutral will work, but it only works if they are attacked and get attacked back. So you want it so if a creature attacks you, they'll attack back as well. So we're going to go down here. We're going to try to find us some creatures. All right, found one. As you can see, the birds are going out. They're going to do their damage. Now, rock golem's not the best example, guys, because they take much reduced damage. But there we go. Took a lot of damage out of that mantis there. Another mantis over here they're going to come over to. Yeah, making short work of this guy. So we're going to run past these chalk golems here. Keep going down, see what else we can find. As we go through this cave, there's going to be a lot more bugs, bats, things of that nature. Alright, guys, here we go. Let's get into it. Mantises here. And as you can see, they're making very quick work out of this. This is going very easy. Right there, another one. Got some more bugs coming up here. And there you go. They're all pissed off, and they're just going to do their job for me. Now, while the vulture's base damage 23 is the same as a Dimorphodon, they do have a higher health base. So what that means is they're a little tankier. If you do pump the health up, they're going to withstand prolonged fights much better for you. So while the Dimorphodon is a cool creature, I think the vulture is definitely overlooked. It's a powerhouse. It really is. All right, folks, thank you for sticking around here for our video. So, guys, our base is located on Crystal Isles, up high on the floating islands. Now, as I do before, I can set up a dead drop for you in one of our vaults. We can give you our Dino of the Week, which is the Vulture. Can give you the Callian Soup. Now, behind me, you're going to see I have a very special bread stock up for you. So, Halloween is on the way. Happy Halloween, folks. I have these specially bred up vultures, orange and black for you guys. So, a little bit festive for you. Hope you guys have fun with that. So, folks, thanks again for sticking around. See you out there.